I would have told you that Alibaba would be back under $100, you would think I'm insane. Guys, remember when Alibaba went up to $140? We thought it was never going to go back to $100. This is all because of Trump and what he's doing with China. He's playing hardball. He upped the tariffs 100% because China did a 34% tariff back on them once Trump decided to do it on them. This is all crashing the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. It went down 13%, the most since 1997, the Asian financial crisis. This is what we're dealing with if you're owning Chinese companies. You know, I have a big portfolio. A lot of it is in China. So what I'm doing with my portfolio right now is just holding tight, holding on. I'm happy that I sold some of my Alibaba when it was at $140. I put a tweet saying that you should have $20,000 on the side just to invest when Alibaba gets back down to $110, $100. So this is where we are. We have to, as Alibaba shareholders, hold tight because we realize that 3 to 5% of Alibaba's revenue is coming from the USA, which is not going to affect the business domestically. We know Alibaba sells majority of its products in China, and if it doesn't, it sells to Turkey and Southeast Asia. So as hardcore Alibaba shareholders, we can hold tight, buy more during these dips. So what's going to be the end scenario right now? Because it seems like Trump is just not backing down. He's not going to stop until he gets his trade deal with China, because he's announcing that China does not want to come to the table. They don't want to do a deal. It's gonna be hard to come together because Trump is doing these bullying tactics. And if you know Chinese culture, they don't succumb to bullying or you trying to bark at them. You have to come with reasonable demand. So if it's not reasonable, if you're not coming to the table fairly, China is just not gonna back down, especially when they're the second biggest economy. So you don't have to kind of play by the USA rules. Maybe if it was back in the day in the 2000s when they had to export everything and a lot of the population was in poverty. Guys, China's growing middle class is insane. The tech is insane. They got better cars now. They got better technology. They're actually developing really fast. So they don't have to rely on the US as much, and they can get to other countries because look, EU is coming to China saying, we are making progress with you guys. We want to deal with you guys. But other countries are going to have to come to China now to deal with them because USA is not going to give favorable tariffs to other countries as well. Look what happened with Australia. Australia said that they had no tariff signs with the USA, but it didn't matter. They still upped the tariff. They still gave Australia a 10% tariff hit. There was no tariffs between each other, and USA had a surplus on Australia. So it really doesn't matter. Trump is going after every country. So what's going to happen? But what do you think those countries are going to do? They're going to come to China because China can actually consume a lot of their products because it has such a big population, over 1 billion people. So we're going to see a lot of trade from all these international players coming to China while China is doing stimulus to the economy. If you're going to do stimulus to the economy, there's going to be a lot of internal demand. And we saw a lot of internal demand as we saw Alibaba's top line growing. We saw JD.com growing top line again. And remember, JD.com was kind of a slow grow and it picked up double digits. We can kind of see this picking up. And I kind of believe that this is going to continue. Even with the hit to the USA, Hong Kong market and the S&P can continue to crash because this is all sentiment driven right now. You can see what Apple's doing. Apple had 5 planes full of iPhones, sending it over to the USA very fast because they know the tariffs are going to hit very soon. And it's going to come real apparent to a lot of these companies that, damn, like this is for real. Like we can't play around. We see what's happening. We see the economic war going on. It's all about who blinks first. I'm not sure if it's going to be G, like G's a communist, hardcore leader. Trump is hardcore as well. So it's just a battle of two superpowers that we just don't know what's going to happen. So you just have to, in my opinion, kind of wait it out. You put tranches here and there. You'll put like $2,000 maybe here, $5,000 and another 5 to 7, 8% dip. That's how you're going to play the market because we don't know where the bottom is. Just imagine next week they say that Trump has a deal with China. Oh my God, the market will shoot up 10, 15% just on that. Alibaba will shoot up 10, 15% on that. I don't know if that is going to be in the works and when that's going to happen, because if that does happen, it's not going to be the time to get in because the market is going to react fast. And in the 2 to 3 days, it's going to be up 10, 20% already. And then you're going to miss your chance. You're going to miss not buying into that huge dip. So the Hong Kong market is going to continue to crash. The S&P is still going down. The futures are down after hours. So we have to see what's going to happen. Stay calm. You know that Alibaba is still going to sell a lot of products in Alibaba. They're still offering a lot of cloud products. The AI is still growing still, so you can kind of stay calm and know that domestically Alibaba is going to do fine in the next 3 to 5 years if you're holding long term, not using leverage. What do you think about the news of Trump actually not bluffing, the 100% tariffs? The Hong Kong markets continue to go down. The S&P is going to go down. We've seen Apple down 4%. What do you think about all this news? Like and subscribe to this channel.